Bam. What up, Yang Gang? So let me pull up this article that we're going to cover. Okay. Give you guys a couple seconds to jump in here before I start going live or start doing the content here in a second. And we'll see who jumps in. Let me see here. Let me get my screen ready to go. Okay. Everything's ready there. Oh, bam. What up, Miles? What up, Fred? Well, guys, let me go ahead and give you guys the invite. If you want to come discuss this article, we will. Because Andrew is said to be running or considering running for New York City Mayor. So, yeah, you like that, Fred? That trickle up background I got? Yeah, man, it's pretty nice, I must say. So let me go ahead and bring up the article that we're going to cover, and you guys feel free to jump in if you want. Here we go. What up, Fred?
What up?
Where you at, brother?
Lexington, Kentucky?
Oh, beautiful place. Home of Mike Breuer. He has his little asparagus farm outside the city there. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and read this article real quick from the New York Post about Andrew. It says Stringer is weak. Yang could be 2021 New York City mayor contender, according to this poll today. And this guy's name's Comptroller. What the hell does that mean? Scott Stringer. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck. Is that a name or just a title? I don't know. But it says tech entrepreneur and one-time Democratic presidential candidate Andrew Yang could shake up the crowded 2021 field to replace Mayor de Blasio if he opts to jump in the race, according to a poll obtained by the Post. The survey also shows that Yang's entry into the race would complicate city comptroller Scott Stringer's efforts to frame the race as a two-man fight with Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams. 20% of respondents said that Yang would be their top pick in the 2021 primary were held today, while 14% listed Adams and just 11 named Stringer, and a bunch of other people got less than 7%. So that's like a big deal. Let me see here. It says someone here. It says, here it is. No other candidates cleared 5%. For Andrew to have as much name recognition as established citywide political figures, that's the thing, said another source. He starts from a strong place. Yeah, I could see this slingshotting a little bit. Oh, let's see who we got here. Inferno's back. My girl Elizabeth up here in Michigan, and Von Dormo. Comptroller is an accountant position, I think. Okay. Yeah. Miles says it's an easy job. Nobody else wants that shitty job. Oh, not actually. There's like 12 people in the race. Ranked choice voting is something the institution there do not want. Yeah, they're fighting it like a son of a bitch in New York. Okay, we got a little more. Okay, here we go. Comptrollers oversee financial and accounting operations like a CFO. Okay, gotcha. I don't know. What do you think about that, Fred? Him running for mayor of New York City?
I love the idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I'd rather see him keep his focus. I'd rather see him keep his focus where he's at. Man, he's doing everything right now. But I will say that it's better than being a governor, because a governor is a whole lot more responsibility and a whole lot more time consuming. So mayor, it's the biggest city. It's the Big Apple. So it'll be a lot of elbow rubbing and stuff like that. But I don't know. I just I understand people want to see him get some political experience as well. So I don't know. It's the biggest city in the country, the Big Apple.
Yeah, I think it might be okay.
Inferno says, what could he do as New York City mayor, though? Isn't it insanely corrupt? Isn't everything in politics insanely corrupt? Isn't everything in big business city corrupt? So it's a big city. Here's the thing: lots of resources, lots of money. So I think at this position, he could even somehow gather the troops, if you will, and maybe introduce a pilot program from New York City and then New York State. So it's possible. Especially,
I gotta jump out. I gotta take a call right quick. All right, buddy.
All right, Fred. Thanks for joining me, brother. I'll be here.
Yeah.
Let me see. If anybody else wants to jump in, the invitations still appear in the there it is. It's in the comment section at 8:31, 5 minutes ago. If you want to jump in here and give your opinion, anybody else? Say Max Aneshi Ishi. We want Yang in New York City. I get it. Let me see. Free March says the concern is that he'll get there. Too many people will stand in his way of accomplishing much, and the whole city turns on him. How's that going to look? We can't worry about stuff, man. I'm done worrying, honestly. Yeah, I agree with you. Some soft power, some clout for sure. Would it be good to run for mayor for him, only to leave if he runs for president like a year after? Well, it's the mayor run is for this year, for 2021. I'm sorry, 2021. The election's next year, so it's going to be like next year. It's going to be rather quickly. Let's look that up. I want to see when is let's Google this bad boy. Oops. Let's go here. Let's see when this is. Let's see here. Per Wikipedia. Oh, damn it. I'm not giving you guys money. Sorry. Let's see here. So de Blasio can't run because it's third term. There's term limits. So all these people are declared. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 people is already running. And there's 6 more that's considering. Deadline declined. AOC declined it. Okay. Let's see here. Where's the dates though? Huh. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments. Oh, wait. The primary is June 22nd, 2021. That's a primary though. Oh, general election November 2nd, 2021. So there's the days. June and November. Let's see. Again, if anybody wants to join in and discuss it and not be in the comment section, check out the invite. I'll put it in there one more time. Maybe Fred will come back a little later too. I just want to hear more about what you guys think about this without just me on this damn screen. Let's see here. Need to focus on the transit system first. Now, I agree with this. See, that's something Andrews also said about transportation. I think he can make a really good move if he teams up with people like, I can't remember her name, but she ran for Senate, for Congress in New York, and she was a huge handicap advocate for the subways. And I think there's little things he can make, little grounds in places like that. Oops. And say Yang will need more exposure before he can run for president. I don't think he needs to run for 2024. Well, here's the thing. If the time's right for him. We'll let him figure that shit out. But What I will say is this is a good position for him if he does it to say, okay, I'm gonna go be mayor for 3 years, and at the end of that 3 year or 2 years, and at the end of that 2-year term, consider my options. If Joe Biden drops out and gives it to Kamala and nobody's going to primary her, he could stay as the governor or mayor and maybe run for governor of New York and then go after that. It's playing a long game. Let's see here. If Andrew Yang does well as New York mayor of New York, he would have shown up Bill de Blasio twice. Yeah, no shit. De Blasio is not loved. Mike says, I trust Andrew. If he thinks it's a good move, I'll take it. Well, yeah, me too. But nobody's perfect. I personally would rather just see him focus on the national brand of being the biggest nonprofit he can grow to help as many people possible and do Yang Speaks. And I'm just concerned that a position like this might affect his Yang Speaks, and his other ventures of trying to help people. But again, this might help. He'll have access to more resources and to be able to establish himself politically, because we had 2 ex-New York City mayors running for president. De Blasio and Bloomberg both ran for president this time. So New York City mayor is enough. It is enough. Especially if he does something different, like a UBI pilot for New York City would be huge for all the poor neighborhoods in New York that people don't think about. New York City is the glitz and glamour, but it's so expensive. Most people are in poverty. But yeah, I think it's a good move for if he's playing a long game. It's a good move. Short game, I don't like it per se. But if I hear you. That's what I'm thinking. What's going to happen to Humanity Forward if he becomes mayor? He might hand it over to Zach to run, or whom. There's already people running it for him without him there. You know what I mean? Like, he has a team. And being New York City mayor, I don't think that's a 24-hour job. You know what I mean? Like, unless there's an emergency. So I don't know. I don't think much is it's not over consumption of time to be the mayor of New York necessarily. You have to do weekly meetings at the city town hall and all that kind of stuff, or city hall. But he will be rubbing elbows with some big names, some big wigs. And I think that might help him maybe introduce the idea of a pilot program. That'd be cool. A pilot program for New York City. Who knows? He's already gotten one pilot program in that one city. I can't remember the name of the city is. If you guys know, put it in the comment section. But he had a pilot program in one city in New York. I can't remember what the hell it was. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to make my phone's going crazy. Okay, we got a troll in the house. All right. Yep. Hey, turd. Dumbass. He's probably going to lose. Well, I love my trolls. I appreciate you. Okay, sorry, guys. Whoops, what the hell? Oh, and right now also is the live stream for McCoy. That's true. Might have won Iowa if he spent millions setting up UBI pilot instead of buying the media ads. But I believe the media ads are part of the reason CNN hired him. He needs exposure. That's it. Yeah, for sure. I can imagine hearing the song Return to Mac every time he enters. Oh, shit. Do you think Yang should change his party affiliation? Right now, he's in a damn good position in the Democratic Party for the long run. Like I said, it's a long play. If he's going to play nice and wait his turn, if you will, with Kamala and Joe Biden, he's only 45. He's got a long time to go. But again, I don't know if we can afford it. So I'm hoping he can put pressure at the state level. We'll see, man. But we'll see. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Hudson, New York. Thank you. That's it. You got to pay the troll toll if you're legitimate. Yeah, shit. I remember when we debated UBI on your Discord. Fun times. Sure. I don't really remember debating anyone on UBI necessarily in my Discord, but if you thought it was a debate, okay, that's cool. Glad to see you're still covering Andrew. Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm not going nowhere. I'm still trying to get him on my damn channel. I'm still trying to set that shit up. Yeah, I would agree here, Mike. Like I said, his position, if he goes for New York City mayor and wins it, that's the long game he's playing. Now I do like this primary Schumer for fucking sure, man. I love, actually, that's fucking genius. Run for mayor of New York City and then run for senator the next term. Go to the Senate and take out Schumer. Oh, poetic. I would love that. Vaughn says I'll move to New York. Yeah, no shit. Well, by then I might be doing some traveling therapy. Who knows, man? Yang Tulsi or Yang Beto? Beto? Fuck no. Never Beto. That dude's so fucking dumb. I hate to say it. He's done nice things, but if you get on the stage and say, "You damn right we're taking your guns," you're a fucking idiot. You're done. Never hit your wagon, that sucker. Senate election 2022. No, but it'd be 2024. I'm saying he could run for mayor and keep it for 3 years, and then run for Senate in 2024 or Congress. You know, Yang Porter. Oh, the lady in the Senate. Oh yeah, she is. I like her. She is a pistol. What's her name? Kelly? Kelly Porter? Ugh. That's a really bad idea. The Senate? I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, he's playing a long game. Okay, we got this dumbass shit. Want to become famous? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, boy. Katie Porter. Thank you. Yeah. Katie Porter. Yeah, man. She is awesome. She is very, very good. I love how she comes prepared. Is she a lawyer or something? Because, I mean, she is surgical. Fucking downright surgical. Yeah, possibly, right. So if in 2022 Schumer's, 2024 would be Gildebrands. Gildebrands, I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah, so there's lots of options. And again, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. He is the darling of the DNC right now as far as up and comer. So I think if he wants to stay Democrat, he could just play the long game and say, you know what, guys, president in 2024 is not likely because of ABC, that we're going to do XYZ. You know, it's 3-layer chess, man. Katie Porter is one of the House reps from California. Yeah, she is lovely. I actually DM'd her on Twitter and said I'd love to interview her, but you know, she's busy torching people. Torching them. Fucking love it, man. Hello, I'm doing a research on Brazilian words. Do you know any? No. I'm not Brazilian. I don't speak. And just so you know, Brazilian words are fucking called Portuguese. They speak Portuguese down in Brazil. It's a beautiful place. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to jump on real quick and talk about this article where Andrew Yang's, running. A Us People's Party founded by Yang would take decades to grow and prosper. What? They already have a People's Party founded by everyone else that's already found it. Yeah, for him to run third party, I think he's just going to do a forward party. He already talked about actually making a forward party. And if he wanted to whip his shit out and scare the hell out of the DNC, run as an independent third party, forward party candidate for New York City, that would be epic. But I think he's doing this to play the long game, so he'll stay with the Democrats. It's the smart move. But if he wanted to make a power move, shit, that'd be the way to go. Just say, you know what, guys, I don't like how you're doing shit. I'm running as an independent / third party, forward party, whatever you want to call it. That would be really, really cool. But we'll see. Oh yeah, and let's also talk about the young man that was killed this weekend in Columbus, Ohio. I actually made a video about it earlier. I was quite upset, pissed off, and I said a lot of F words, But we've got to do something. We've got to police the police. I'm pro good cop, but you can't be a good cop and be silent. Silence is complicit. And so we've really got some problems here. This kid was 23 years old, going into his own home, walking into his house, opening a door, and was shot in the back. This can be a big time problem in Columbus, Ohio. Ugh, I'm disgusted with that. But yeah, I think that, for me moving forward, it's going to be a focus on RCV. And actually, I might be a little more active with Black Lives Matter now, honestly, just because shit's getting to be a fucking problem. We got some problems here with racial tensions with the cops and the black community in Benton Harbor, Michigan, that thinks it's a poor city. It's just poor people. And I think we're gonna have to do something. We just, again, I can't stay still. Jamie S. What's up, Jamie? Can't hear you. Oh boy. Well, that was fun. I don't know, guys. Jesus Christ. These fucking trolls. I love them. Oh, anyway. Yang should stay in New York politics until he gets enough exposure to strongly run for president. We'll see, man. Bill de Blasio did it. Fuck it. What do you think we should do to nullify the notion that Yang is a tech bro candidate and that really gutted his campaign? I know that article started out with a tech bro. He's not a tech bro. He's a nonprofit CEO. He's not a tech guy. He just understands tech. I know what you mean. They do frame it that way because it's clickbaity. It's a catchy title for a tech entrepreneur. Tech entrepreneur. He's really like his his entrepreneur business that succeeded was education. This I agree with. Make New York City the envy of the country. I do agree with that. I think if he could get New York City to have a city universal basic income and work on housing to get rid of homelessness, to help with homelessness, if he helped with homelessness and had a universal basic income, game fucking over. New York City is desirable. Tech bro world. Yeah, man, I know. But think about that. If Andrew could make a dent in homelessness, make a dent in mental health, make a dent in poverty in New York City, because New York City's got some homelessness now. Let's look at the statistics on that. I'm going to look up homeless population in New York City. Let's see here. Let's go back to Google. Okay. In a city of 8.3 million people, woo, 80,000 men, women, and children are homeless in New York City alone. Wow. It's 1 out of 106. Damn. So that kind of puts it in perspective. If Andrew can win this election, which I think he will, he's clearly the favorite running into it. If he could get a city funded universal basic income in the city of New York, and if he can make a dent in homelessness and public transportation to show that he can handle infrastructure, poverty, homelessness in New York, that's a big deal. And also political corruption. He could kind of call it like he sees it in New York, and it's a big opportunity. You never know. But like I said, we got to do what we got to do. And he has the resources right now to run that campaign, no problem, until November. And the primaries are in July. Let's say July. I think it said July. I got to remember. Yep, June 22nd. I'm putting that shit on my calendar right now. Just in case. Let's go. June 22nd. Yep, just in case I added that shit. Yeah, so we'll see, man. We still got great people that can. Whoops, see, that was weird in the corner. We still got a lot of candidates that have ran, and we also, if we have Andrew running in 2021, and we have Erica Rhodes already running in 2022 in LA. I'm looking at running in 2022 in Michigan. I still gotta wonder. I gotta figure out if I'm running as a Democrat or as an independent in Michigan. It depends. But if we can get more people running in more places, and people that lost this time should run again. Everyone that lost this time should run again if they can. I know it's a big stress on people with family, with young kids like Blair Walsingham. I think she's moving. So that'd be a good deal for her to go run again in a different district, in a different area where she actually has a chance. Love them or hate them, trolls put a smile. Yeah, that fucking a while back, probably about a year ago, I had some trolls that come on. They'd try and put porn on. It was hilarious. Boy. Throw some BBC up in there. If Andrew is a Dem, you should run as a Yang Democrat. Yeah. I'm kind of just going to kind of follow his lead a little bit. But the reason I'm considering not running as a Democrat is because I want to run 100% on anti-democracy or on democracy reform, ranked choice voting, publicly funded elections. And I want to introduce the idea of a VAT like a state VAT instead of a state income tax or a state sales tax. Make it a VAT on top, a consumption tax of whatever. Oh, yeah, that's right. Reverend Wendy is running for Congress too. I believe she is. I think she's in LA as well. Can't wait to see her. She is she is awesome. She's such good people. But yeah, are there any other people that
Can't wait to see her.
The hell? Sorry guys. That was weird. Let me kill that. Sorry. But yeah, that's what I'm going to run for. Michigan House of Representatives as a state representative. Yeah, I have no desire to go anywhere up higher than that. Crystal over in Australia says Baltimore, Washington, D.C. Let me take that back down. I'm going to look up her on Twitter. Wendy Hamilton. Let's see if she has it in her bio. Oh, here it is, guys. It's in her bio. So, I like this. Wendy Hamilton for Congress. D.C. 2022. Yep, Washington, D.C. Alumni of Andrew Yang. I like that. That's a pretty good little term. And here's her website. Here's her tree. Boy, she's got 5,400 followers. That's impressive. She's a reverend, counselor, mother, friend. Nice. And she is a sweetheart. So, yeah, Reverend Wendy's in the house, man. DC. That's a good deal. I like it. Let me see here. Truest policies first and foremost. I just think it will be quicker to co-opt the parties instead of trying to break their power hold. Well, yeah. Well, here's the thing, though. I'm not running with the idea of, I hope I win. Like, of course, I hope I win. That'd be cool. But I would rather, my goal is to disrupt more than win. I want to disrupt both parties by either running as a third party or running as a Democrat that's just not corporate, not anything like they've seen before. I'm running 100%. My primary goal is ranked choice voting. And the second policy is going to be a VAT to replace the income tax in Michigan, because the income tax in Michigan has went down so much because there's no jobs. The jobs have gone away. And so all these jobs are gone. Michigan is dying. And I think if we had a VAT, we could catch some what do you call it, like tourism money in form of taxes, business money in form of taxes, stuff like that. What's up, Annette? It's in the house. At Crystal will help out Erica and Wendy in any way I can. Do I know I should know this stuff? Yeah. Let me see. What do you think of Representative Amash, critic of Trump? Oh, Amash is nice. Amash is nice, man. You guys didn't hear him speak on Yang Speaks. You got to go check out that interview. It's great. NB4 Littlefield for Congress. NB4. Oh boy. But yeah, I'm really gonna think about it. I got to get my ducks in a row. I got to go look up how to do it. I'm gonna talk to the last guy that I tried to help that lost. I'm gonna talk to him about it and see if he has any advice. I'm gonna talk to the local Democrats in my county, which are pretty much fucking useless, but I'm gonna try. Yeah. Crystal, you need to make connections in the community, then speak to union groups, community groups, school parents, associations. A lot of reach out needed to get votes. People will only vote for people they know. Yeah, that is. Yeah, well, I think around here, because I work for one of the bigger employers, which is Lakeland, that's helpful. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that. I work for a large, oh, well, it's out there, whatever. I work for a hospital. It's the biggest employer in the area next to Whirlpool. So I have a few people I know in Whirlpool as well. Yeah, and I coach wrestling and football and track. I know a lot of kids from coaching. I know a lot of parents from sports. Yeah, I know a lot of people around here. It's a small town. It's a small area, but this Trumpism is going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. Because if we hey June, if you don't have someone's trying to get in here. Pop. Oh, nice try. Are you a troll?
No.
All right.
I'm in Forno.
Oh, okay, gotcha, man. Cool. I had a little fucker earlier. Hey, I appreciate you jumping on, brother. It's awesome. Where you at?
Ohio.
Ohio. Oh shit. How close are you to Columbus?
Well, I'm going to college there for next year, so three hours around that.
Yeah, because I got my girlfriend's sister lives in Columbus, and they just had that killing this Friday with that kid, man. It's fucked up.
Yeah, I actually heard about it only yesterday. And that's shocking.
Well, they didn't release the names or anything for 48 hours.
Oh, gotcha.
And the cop is still on the streets, man. You know, there's a murderer behind a badge, you know? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and I don't want to. And speaking of Yang being the mayor, I actually think he may fix police in New York. Who knows?
That's another thing. He could implement some of his policies on the national level, at the local level, like maybe having the cops do the jujitsu and be a purple belt and shit like that, and having body cams required all the cops.
Agreed.
That's a great point. I got to write this shit down, dude. That's a great fucking point. Oh, I got to write that down. Hold up. I got to put down we got to think of a list of things Andrew could implement at the state level that he would be doing as president too. So let's see here.
Yeah, this is tough. I don't know what policy. I have to read his policies again, but I don't know what policies he could implement at the state level when he ran for president.
Well, the thing is with New York, it's especially positioned, it's the biggest city in the country.
Right.
So you have one of the largest unions in the country. So if you can win over the cop union and the teachers union in New York, that is significant. I mean, that's a big ticket item. He could run against Kamala or Joe Biden if they piss him off enough. If he gets the backing of those unions and just say, I'm going to do a universal basic income at the city level and then pressure the governor to do it at the state level and then go to the next level. And like you said, though, the police, I didn't think about that, man. Cops training with jujitsu and body camera. That's one of his policies, was a mandatory body camera policy. And the thing is that guy, the cop that shot that guy in Columbus, none of them had body cameras. So in other words, and here's the thing though, it was bunch of people on a SWAT team roaming this neighborhood looking for a person. And they saw him, and they said that he drove by with his gun out, brandishing his gun while he's driving. It's just, and this kid has no record, and he's a legal carrier of a CCW. You know, like he's a law-abiding citizen coming home from fucking Subway after a dentist appointment. You think he's gonna drive by a bunch of fucking cops and a SWAT and be like, "Yo, bitch"? Like that doesn't make any sense. That's too cartoonish of an excuse for them to use. But the thing is, only one cop confronted him and followed him to his door and then shot him. Not the rest of them, just the one. I don't know.
I think the thing with that about body cameras in Ohio is I think a couple of years ago, John Kasich, like the governor of Ohio, I think stopped. He made like body cams illegal. I don't know the logistics of it though.
I'm gonna look that up. Body camera.
Might be wrong though. Might be somebody else. I think he said like some of the reasoning was it might just disrupt the cops' line of work.
It says Dayton is the largest Ohio city without body cameras. Ohio bucks a bad trend with new police body camera law. That was back in 2019. Let's see what that says. Let's actually look that up. That's a good thing to look up. So it says here, what the hell? Get out of here. So it says for states around the country considering rules for police body cameras, they should look to a new Ohio law for how to do it right when it comes to holding police accountable. A few years ago, due to the proliferation of cell phone cameras, police killings of black men, including strangulation of Eric Gardner and the murder of Walter Scott. Let's see here. It says, in response, politicians who were seeking to produce an immediate and tangible response began vigorously advocating for deployment of police body cameras. Let's see here. Okay, so let me get to the ACLU recognized the body cameras can be double-edged sword, and there are serious concerns about the risk to privacy and potential for use as mass surveillance devices. Well, Jesus Christ, you can't have it both fucking ways. See, I think the body cameras should be attached to the gun. If the gun comes out of its holster, or if you put your palm on the butt of the gun, it should go back 30 minutes or an hour or 15 minutes, whatever it is. As soon as you touch that fucking gun, boop, it's automatically recording 15 minutes prior or whatever. You know, stuff like that. Anytime they make any kind of calls, they turn on the camera from remotely too. Don't leave it in the cops' fucking hands. They've been shown to be dirty as shit on that too. Let's see here. Crystal says, body camera. She agrees a body camera should be mandatory. There should be enough CCTV from businesses, cash machines, dash cams, homes, etc. That it doesn't matter if one's turned off during night. Well, but that doesn't work in remote areas. That only works in dense city areas. When you have someone one-on-one on a side street like that guy did with that kid and the guy in Ohio, he was on his doorstep. The kid opened his door and walked into the house, and he shot him in the back 3 times. I mean, that is unbelievable. And what I'm hoping is, like you're saying, Crystal, there should be maybe some cameras at the stoplights or something in the neighborhood where they were roaming, or maybe some of those doorbell ones, those ring lights. Yeah, so maybe they could catch it where he was just driving by in his business. Who knows, you know? But yeah, doorbell cameras for sure. Yeah, if there is no footage anywhere, then they just are not looking for. Yeah, for sure. Doorbell cameras, right? Yeah. There's definitely always footage, man. There's always footage. But yeah, so there's just the cop's word versus a dead person. and the grandma and his 2 kids watched him get murdered on their doorstep. The door was open. He was walking in. Bang, bang, bang. Shot him from the sidewalk. So you cannot tell me that there's credible evidence that says the cop was an imminent threat. What loophole could you find to somehow legitimately say, I'm going to shoot him in the back. I felt threatened because he's going to his house. Worst case scenario, you say he's going to his house to get a gun. Because he had a Subway. It said they had the Subway sandwich and his mask and keys in his other hands. Walking in, open the door. That's it. There's no fucking gun. I'm going to shoot you with a 12-inch sub. Pastrami, flying at you. Doesn't make sense. 23-year-old man dead because of one punk bitch cop. I'm telling you what, I was fired up earlier. I was cussing like a storm. Oh, yeah, for sure.
I don't know why we give cops so many weapons, because I don't think that should be the point of the police.
No, I think the cops should be there for security
Agreed.
and for protection, not for settling arguments. Not for okay, so the cop hasn't said shit yet because he's not going to. He has a union rep that'll speak for him. He's a 17-year veteran of a SWAT team. So he's got all kinds of insulation around him. He ain't gonna say nothing. He's just gonna get paid while he's investigated. Taxpayers' money, by the way. It's fucking ridiculous. The story right now from the police station standpoint is they said that he drove by brandishing a gun and he got out of his car and walked to his house, and only one cop followed him. Think about that. That sounds fucking personal. All the cops didn't see a problem, just the one guy. What did he see that made him say, I'm going to take charge. I'm going to end this fucking kid. So one cop, not all of them. There's a lot of problems in this story that he is fucked. I hope he's fucked proper too.
Yeah, isn't that like a violation of duty? Was he like the captain of the squad?
He's a deputy sheriff of the SWAT team.
Oh, wow.
Yep, it says 17. I think it said deputy sheriff. I actually just covered it earlier. I gotta find that article. Oh, I closed it already. Oh well. But yeah, he's a 17 veteran, man. He's on a SWAT team they was like sweeping the area for a person of interest, a violent person of interest, they said. And I just think that either there's something personal going on. There's not enough information, of course, so we'll see. But bottom line is this man is dead. Killed on his own property for going into his own house. Even if he had a gun on him, which he has every right to, because he's legally a concealed weapons permit, up to date, ready to go on him. It doesn't matter. Yeah, he had a gun on him because he's a concealed weapons carrier. It's crazy. I think it was something like police killed 1,000 people last year in America, more than Pakistan, Brazil, South Africa, all these countries where you think it would be worse. Yeah, no shit. Well, we've got a lot more people. Let's put it that way. There's also a large proportion of people here, 320 million people. But still, over 1,000 deaths. That's fucking 3 people killed every single day on average by police. That's a lot. It's just unbelievable. Gestapo money numbers there.
But can you even legislate that away?
I think what you do is you just got to hold them accountable, and you got to be able to go at the union and say, listen, if a person kills someone and you falsify a report, you're done. Because like if you and me drive in a car and you're driving, I get out and kill someone, you're fucking responsible too. So how is it the cops can have one bad apple and everybody around them's fine, but they're complicit? The law's got to go both fucking ways, man. It's got to be consistent. It's got to be fucking consistent.
And I think these And I think the police union specifically, I think are monopolies, and I don't think these local representatives can do anything, to be honest.
Not local. Nah, it's gonna be hard because
Yeah.
the union's the challenge. The police union is one of the biggest
agree.
gangs in the country, besides the actual government. I felt like it feels like they're literally protected by this veil of what do you call that thing where they can't be prosecuted civilly for something to do in the damn it. What do you call that? Shit. Where they have protections, they can't be sued.
Or qualified immunity.
There you go. Thank you. Qualified immunity, man. That shit has got to go.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you curb the fuck out of it. Imagine that. Say, you know what? We're gonna not have that in New York City. Fuck it. I'm not sure if that can be done. I'm not even sure that's legal. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. Because they got contracts with these unions. The unions have contracts with the cities and the municipalities. They keep them safe, blah, blah, blah. It's a buddy system. I get it. But, man, it is madness. Yeah, so, yeah, the qualified immunity is 1. 2, there's got to be guilt by association on some of this stuff, too, that you were complicit. The cops have been proven in fucking court to be lying, and they don't get brought up on perjury charges. What the fuck? Double standards.
Yeah. And I also think Biden, although I don't think he'll do this, he should establish, like, with DOJ, he should establish a separate bench that investigates these police murders. Because I think the local attorney general's hands are tied. Because if the police are against them, they're kind of fucked.
Well, and also, hey, what's up, Vic? I ain't seen you in a minute, brother. Getting rid of qualified immunity and making police get their own insurance, where if they are a bad apple, then insurance companies won't insure them, thus no job. That's a very good point. And also, Andrew Yang had a policy on this about policing. What the hell is that policy called? Oh, yeah. So if there's a murder or any kind of police brutality, you cannot be investigated by your own people. It has to be a third independent, an outside party independent. That could be a federal thing, like you were saying. I think that's something they could tie together and see, like you were saying, DOJ can have an organization that all they do is investigate police brutality. Take some of that money from the defense fund and put it into policing the police. We want to police the whole fucking world. How about we police our own police, you know?
Right.
We're worried about what everybody else is doing. Shit. Yeah, Crystal's got a good point. Pakistan has 222 million. Damn, I didn't realize that.
222 million?
Pakistan?
I don't think so. Wait.
That's all fucking mountains and shit. I didn't think they actually had that many people. Brazil, 213 million.
Holy crap, I didn't realize that. 212.
212 million? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Still, 200 million anywhere is a lot of people. But because Pakistan is all mountainous. So it must be very heavily populated in the cities. Which I'm sure it is. But I think getting rid of qualified immunity is a good step in the right direction. And then have them get their own insurance. And then the insurance companies will hold them responsible.
What do you think about defunding?
I like the idea. I like the idea of I like the idea of it, but not how they want to market it. I think it should be called refund the police.
Yeah, and it
reallocate our resources to say, instead of buying or paying for like you have a budget of 50 police in your department, say we're going to do 40 police and 10 social workers, or 30 police and 20 or 10 social workers and 10 clinical psychologists, and kind of go from there. And I think that's a good way to approach it and say the cops are being asked to do too much. First of all, it's a shit job. You're asked them to be the DEA, the FBI, the CIA, your fucking daddy, your mama, everything. You're asking them to do everything for fucking squat when it comes down to money. They start out like $30,000 a year, man. That ain't cutting. And they can't get full-time help, full-time work. And so to me, cops should be like, so if you have like a domestic violence call, right? Husband and wife are arguing. Don't have the cop be the point person. Have the social worker or the psychologist, the health professional be the point person, and the cops there in case there's a weapon. That's it. You know? Yeah, Michael has a good point here. We train them to be soldiers and ask them to be social workers. That's a very good fucking point. Who's this? Air Lore. Where? Here, I'll put the link in here. Boom. 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 Alrighty. There's the link if you guys want to join us. But yeah, what do you think about defund the police? What do you think about that yourself?
I mean, it kind of depends. I mean, depends where you like fund it. If you're like funding in some, if you fund in like education and stuff that prevents crime, I'm all for it. But if it's other than that, I'm like, maybe. But I mean,
yeah, but there's one thing we know is the government's bad at is training.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We can't trust people to use their training. Like cops have to go to training as it is right now for de-escalation, all that bullshit. But really,
no,
that's just a bullshit course, you know. I'm suspicious of it at least.
No, I think I read a story. It was like 90% of the training that they do, I think it's 90% like how to carry a weapon.
Yeah, it's firearms
like,
mm-hmm.
and 10% is de-escalation.
Mm-hmm.
That should be flipped, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, Ryan out in LA says he's read somewhere he thinks that LA, because of cutbacks, are closing down the sex offender unit. Genius. So they're scrambling now to capture certain individuals before it happens. Oh, great. So jail will be full of sex offenders and your local preschools. Jesus. I don't know, man. But again, it's all about priorities. What's our priorities? We're still building more prisons, private prisons, and we're shutting down public schools. That's our priorities. We're spending more and more money on the military than on taking care of people, than our own infrastructure. There's a problem. And to justify, like, it's $780 billion a year military budget.
And we can't even take care of our veterans.
Right, and that's just what we see. Now, sooner or later, you got to justify that number. Why do we keep buying all these bombs if we're never going to use them? Why do we keep building aircraft carriers if we're never going to deploy them? You know, so that's what I worry about. That's why we keep starting wars. We keep butting into people's businesses, you know, saying, hey, you know, we're going to start a war to justify this military spending, you know. It's like boxing your whole life and never getting into a fight. It's counterintuitive. You know, so that's what worries me about the military budget. We need to slim that fucker down. And I'm a veteran, and I'm telling you right now, we waste money. I watched my little ship shoot about a dozen SM-1 missiles that were about $100,000 a piece in about an hour. $1 million in missiles in one day on one ship.
Wow.
$100,000 a piece.
And I mean, we can't even take care of our veterans.
Right. We have, I think they say they predict it's about 100,000 of the 500,000 homeless people are veterans. And if you're not homeless, you're damn near, because you're a lot of them that have physical and mental injuries that makes where they can't work. You know, we break them and bring them back and don't fix them. I got lucky. I went in. I got lucky. I went in during Desert Storm, and all we did was drove over there and bomb the shit out of Iraq's shorelines for 2 fucking weeks, and game over. And it got real goddamn quiet. Let me tell you, nobody said boo. So I got lucky. I went in when it was quiet, man. You know, and again, you think about it's called Operation Shock and Awe. They bombed the capital of Iraq for 2 weeks straight, 24 hours a day, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of bombs a day. That entire city was rubble. And here's the thing: we actually flew over with pamphlets and dropped them on the city like Monopoly money, man. And it said, "We're gonna bomb the city on Tuesday. Start packing." Literally, it's that type of warning, because it wasn't about the people; it's about their government. And so they just took out. What's the capital of Iraq? Is it Kabul? No, Kabul is where Saddam Hussein was born. I can't remember the name of the city.
Baghdad.
That's it. Yep. Bombs over Baghdad. That's where that song came from. 2 weeks. Imagine that. 2 weeks of nothing but bombs. And you just see the horizons glowing. Just blowing shit up. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And don't worry, we'll build it back up. That's how Don Cheney's family got so rich. He was in that whole his people got the contracts to rebuild the city. It's crazy. Oop. Yeah, I think there should be an H in there.
Yeah.
Not Baghdad. That's funny. Yes, yep, we got you. Yeah, man. So I'm 100% for the idea of policing needs to be reformed. I think the idea of body cameras on where the cops don't control it, because if you control your body cam, you're self-policing. That doesn't work, because they've already showed those videos where the cops would go actually plant drugs on someone, and then they go back and they turn on their camera and they didn't know it went back 10 minutes, and it shows them planting the evidence. Like, you can't do that. So like I said before, I think the moment they put their palm on that gun, the camera goes back 15 minutes. The moment they call in something remotely, it should be able to be turned on by the central office, if you will, the dispatch or whatnot. It's okay. We're sending you out. We're going to turn on your body camera right now and your dash cam. Everything's being recorded. You got to do it. And I think there should be, I wish there's a way we could do like a civilian arrest. When we see someone doing something like George Floyd, where the civilians can say, you're under arrest or something. I don't know how the hell that works, but you were murdering this man for no obvious reason. I know that's not, it's a messy thing, but
yeah,
man, it's crazy. Let me see here. They should have got contract with American cities use the same criteria for military. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Meanwhile, we're building a brand new Baghdad, roads, infrastructure, schools, hospitals, banks, buildings of commerce, while our bridges are collapsing and falling in on people and failing. And Detroit or Flint, Michigan still doesn't have reasonably clean water. My sister lives there. She still buys bottled water. She doesn't trust them. It's crazy. What's David Duke says the good cops should arrest them. Yeah, that'd be nice. That's the idea, though. Yeah, she says, yeah, there is this thing called citizen's arrest. There is, but I wouldn't try with an armed cop. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. But you should be able to compel the cops around them. That there should be like an app on a phone that brings up a situation, and you can say, what's the articles? Bam, there it is. Okay, according to article yada, 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 you cannot knee on his neck. He is not posing a threat. You have to take, like we all have to become fucking lawyers or some shit to do that, And this country is pretty much a bunch of fucking idiots in the middle, a bunch of undereducated people that just don't seem to give a shit about learning anything, learn enough law. Yeah, that's a quick way. There should be a government website where every officer in the country on duty can be watched live by the public. That'd be tough.
That's
because of privacy. You also have a right to privacy too, so that's tough.
Yeah, that's why I'm so against the what's it called? I think the NSA.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it could be exposed for such privacy, and I don't trust these the technology behind these government websites.
Yeah, Well, they've been shown to abuse it already.
Yeah.
Well, you look at the Boston bombing, those two young men that did those little bombs at the finish line in Boston. They found those sumbitches so quick because of all that what do you call that shit Bush did? Oh hell.
Patriot Act?
The Patriot Act. There you go. Man, you're on it tonight, man. I can't remember shit right now. Yeah, the Patriot Act, they can access all your shit. All the banks, all the red lights, all your doorbells, all that stuff. It's just so crazy. And they found those two men quickly. Like that fucking day. They can't find what's that?
I thought it took them like a week. I know they found the first dude in like 3 days, and then the next dude, I think it took another 2 days.
Oh, that's true. It wasn't that day. Yeah, that's right. It did take a week to get them both because he's hiding in a boat in that person's driveway. That's right. It's in a week.
Yeah.
But they literally had everything they did that day and worked backwards too. Like they could backtrack all that data. It was disturbing.
And I find it so ironic that some people are saying that like the government, like the vaccines will like microchip you. And we already have the government breaching our phones and computers as well. So
oh boy. Well, just like that, I just watched that social media movie.
Social Dilemma.
Dilemma, yeah, man. Where they can access your cell phone, your cameras and your microphones, and they can listen to this conversation right now if I wasn't live for public consumption. But yeah. Okay, Ryan says they're downsizing the group that worked on the Harvey Weinstein case and more. Oh, the one out in LA about the budgets. Yeah, man. I don't know. We not just want to defund the police. Yeah, but defund the police doesn't mean shut them down. It means reallocate resources in different ways, not just buying weapons, military weapons, especially.
Yeah, I think they're doing that because we haven't had a stimulus package where we got state and local aid. So, I mean, they're kind of forced to.
They are defunding them.
Yeah.
They're defunding them right now with shitty fucking policies, our economy for our people, you know? Yeah, we had a rash of COVID cases in our cops and firemen around here recently.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Ohio is going through a shitstorm right now.
Oh, yeah. Michigan, they extended our lockdown by 12 more days. My kids are still remote learning. My oldest kid is back home from college doing everything remotely. Yeah. And there's no jobs for them to do. You know, like, my daughters have jobs at a Jimmy John's, you know, but their hours get cut back. My youngest son's in basketball season. That's his favorite sport, and yet can't go to basketball practice now. And then my oldest boy's in college, but he's back home. He's working at a pizza place, but it's takeout only. So he's just getting minimum wage, no tips, no nothing. Just like crazy. Yeah, so everybody's being crunched, man. And everything's being defunded because we don't have any funds. You know, there is no capitalism without capital. And we're sorely lacking that, just to say the least.
Yeah, I don't know who to hate more, Mitch or Nancy. That's like I hate Mitch, probably hate Mitch more, but Nancy just pisses me off. Mitch
wins because he's had a legacy of what do you call that? Shit, I'm trying to think of the term. Where he just stalls everything. Obstructionism, yeah. He's got a career of it. Nancy's in charge because she's the biggest fundraiser because it's all about the money for the Democrats, you know, when it comes right down to that. So she has been propped up by the money. I think she's in over her head. She's too fucking old. I hate to say it. And so is Mitch. They're both 80 goddamn years old. You know, we're being led by a gerontocracy. You know, not a gerontocracy, but a gerontocracy, geriatrics, you know. And they're both very sensitive, thin-skinned people. They're very wealthy, and they're fine. They should just go the fuck home. They love power, though. They love that power.
Yeah, I saw a graphic. I don't know. I'm trying to find it. I think it showed like a graphic of like the demographics of Congress, and it was like you were born in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. And I think one out of the entire chamber of Congress was born in the 90s.
Yeah, it's AOC.
No, I think it was that North Carolina dude, the
Well,
the one that was
AOC,
disabled.
isn't AOC the youngest person in Congress?
No, it's that I forgot his name. I think it was a disabled dude from the North Carolina. I think he was in the military.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he's in the wheelchair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, I forgot about him. He's only like 27.
Yeah, Madison
28.
Cawthorn.
What's that?
Madison Cawthorn.
Hawthorne. What was it? Madison Hawthorne.
25.
25?
Yeah. Holy crap.
Holy shit. Wow. He's in Congress?
Yeah.
Is that like the limit? I think you have to be at
Yeah,
least 25.
25.
Holy shit. That's impressive. Out of North Carolina. Man.
AOC was born in 89.
Oh my God. So she's 31. Wow. So she's got him beat by 25, man. That is young. Well, think about it. If you had a 35-year-old president, you got to be 35 to run for president.
I mean, I would take it over Joe Biden.
Yeah, for sure. It's half his age. But 35, AOC would be 35 in 2024. They said she just take the cut, which I don't think she's going to do.
Yeah, I don't think she would want to run at 35.
Nah.
I think she would rather. I think she would primary Schumer to run for Senate.
That would be. Oh, I would be on board with that. I would totally help any way I could, because Schumer, Pelosi, McConnell.
Who else is there? Graham, Lindsey Graham.
Lindsey fucking Graham, yeah, man. And that Tim Cotton.
Oh,
Ted Cruz, Tim Cotton. Oh, that lady in Georgia, she sucks. Did you watch the debates between
radical liberal Raphael Warnock?
Radical liberal Raphael.
I just stopped watching like 10 minutes in because I knew what the entire debate was just going to be about. I mean, there's no point.
I had to watch it. I had to. I chopped it up a few times too and made little clips from it and put it on the Trickle Ups YouTube channel. I love doing debates, just break them down one question at a time. I'm thinking about doing like a mashup of her, them asking a question, her saying the exact same line over and over, and like keeping a tally mark of her answers. They asked her about these questions, and she gave the same answer for these 8 different questions. You know, like she had like 4 rebuttals: radical left, defund the police and take your guns, abortionists. What else did she say? Some other shit about defunding the police and
calling cops thugs. And
calling cops thugs. I'm like, oh, boo-hoo. The president of the United States called everybody from Mexico rapists and murderers. So give me a break.
I'm actually curious. What do you think the Republican Party will be after Trump leaves? Well, assuming he does leave.
Well, I don't think he's going to leave. I think on January 20th at 12 o'clock, he's going to hold a counter rally to announce his 2024 run and to hold the Republicans hostage for 4 more years. He does not want to be outshined. He wants to be the shiniest star in the sky. But I think he's going to have some time in court in New York for a while, too. It's hard to run for president when you're in court all goddamn day in New York City.
True.
They've got like 27 charges or 17 charges. I can't remember the number. It's close to 20 charges waiting for him in New York on the IRS alone. Is like 7 or 8 of them for tax fraud, tax evasion. some other type of things. I can't remember all of them. There's like 17 or 20 charges waiting for his ass. Like on January 21st, they're like, we're gonna put him out there.
I hope his entire family goes to jail, to be honest.
Well, they won't go to jail.
Yeah, I know, but
They'll go to court. Yeah, they won't go to jail. They'll go to court.
A guy can hope.
Or they'll leave the country. Just go to Russia and be a czar of Russia. And then Putin will see him as a threat and kill him. He'll poison the whole goddamn family, boy. Oh, my God. And that shit's still going on. He actually poisoned his competition this year.
Who?
Russia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he poisoned the guy running against him. Wound up in the hospital poisoned. Oh, you don't say. Oh, man. Let me see. Oh, Adam Christensen. Yeah, man. Yeah, that Madison kid, man, 25. Very, very Trump heavy district, that's for sure, in Florida. Down there.
Wait.
He's talking about Adam Christensen. Should have been the youngest one.
Oh, right.
He would have been younger than that Hawthorne kid by like a couple of weeks or some shit, they said.
I think the guy going up against Cawthorn, I think Yang endorsed him.
The guy that ran against him?
Against Cawthorn, yeah.
Oh, boy. Yeah, Kristen says the more problems he creates once he leaves, the more likely they are going to after him at the Justice Department, I think. No, they already got him ready to go. Like, the president can only pardon federal crimes. The governor can only pardon state crimes. The governor of New York is no fan of Donald Trump.
You think?
So they're going to hold him accountable. I hope. You never know. They can do some deals. You never know these motherfuckers. But yeah, I think he's going to spend the next decade in court, either filing bankruptcy or getting civilly or getting tax fraud. What's that?
You think he's going to live that long?
I think his health is going to be propped up for a while still. They'll give him the benzos and the Adderalls. Yeah, I don't know. Kevin here says, what do you think will be Andrew's second command? Do you mean at Humanity Forward, or do you mean as a candidate? What do you mean by that, Kevin?
I think he means as mayor, because isn't governor and then there's lieutenant governor. I don't know about the mayors though.
The mayor is the mayor. All the mayor has is the city council.
Oh, God,
at the mayoral level. Yeah, because you have the mayor, then you have like my city has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think like 5 or 6 people on the city commission or city council, and one's a treasurer, one's a secretary, and like there's like 4 other ones that are like just council members, So that's what he's going to be up against, just running a city. I think it's a good idea. Though. Talk about the cops training with Andrew. UBI.
Oh, do you know when you're going on?
When I'm what?
Do you know when Andrew's going to be on your show?
No, I actually just reached out to people at Humanity Forward trying to get in touch with somebody again just to see, because like a year ago I saw him and I asked about that, and he goes, yeah, I'd love to come on. And he goes, talk to so-and-so, which was Conrad, I think. He goes, hey, Conrad, Boyce is going to email you, set it up. He goes, okay, and never got back with me. But Conrad's busy. I get it. I'm not going to hold it against him. The kid's got a lot of people coming at him. Everybody wants a piece of Andrew, so I get it. But yeah, we're going to try. Oh, yeah, it says, Kay says for mayor. Yeah, for mayor, there is no number 2. It's just a city council. But yeah, I think him being a mayor of New York City, he could talk about cops training, jujitsu, and body camera mandatory policies, implementing like a UBI, a city UBI, and then attacking poverty and homelessness. Like housing for all in New York City would be huge. And I think if you did a 1/10% on transactions in the New York Stock Exchange, you could fund every fucking program you can think of.
Yeah.
A tenth of a percent. You know, like a micro penny would fund everything in a city. Yeah, but there is 8.3 million people in New York City. Did I look that up earlier?
Yeah, I think so. 8.4, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, man. 8.399. And that's in 2018, so it's went up since then. Yeah, because LA's only got 4 million people as a city. New York's got 8.3. Jersey. Wait. That's for the city of New York. Yeah, because it is 5 boroughs, man. Jersey has 8.86 million people. But that's probably the whole damn state. Yeah, exactly. Imagine a VAT in New York City. Shit, yeah. That's what I'm wondering about. Is like, will he do that type of thing? Will it be a taxation program? Because you figure cop training something you can do. It's on the ground. The mayor can make that happen.
Well, I think the thing with the VAT, I mean, without a UBI, I don't know. He's gonna I don't know how he's gonna fund the UBI. Is he gonna do it like he does with Team Energy Forward, or is he gonna do it with something?
I think it could be a combination. Like if he can find people that are like the Jack Dorsey of New York City, whoever that might be, have them maybe like match funds or maybe match taxpayers' money or something like that, where you're like, okay, we're gonna take 8.4 million people times $1,000 a month is a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That's like $65 billion a year just for New York City. Whew. That's a lot. Yeah, Mayor Yang. That does sound nice. It does. It's a title, So we'll see, man. But I do think that he could implement, like I said, at the mayor level, on the city council level, you can say, because the city council and the mayor have a direct relationship with the police. So I think policing is one of the things he could address, which would be fucking huge on a national stage. Cop training and body cams and third-party auditing of police brutality.
Hmm.
Those 3 things. I got to write that down. I might do some research and do a video on this tomorrow. Yeah, man. Yeah, Andrew could do a lot of shit in New York. It's the Big Apple, man. I would love to have a reason to fly to New York and go there for New Year's in 2022. That would be sick. So I've never been to New York City for anything really. I've drove through there to go to Staten Island once when I was in the military. But that'd be really cool to go down there and spend the New Year's in the Big Apple. Shit. By then, who the hell knows what's going on, man? Who knows? Jesus. This is the first year I'm actually going to celebrate New Year's. Like a legit celebration. Thank God 2020 is fucking over. I can't wait to say that.
Yeah.
Whew. And to say I got through 2021. I didn't get COVID. I didn't get laid off. I didn't lose my house. I didn't lose my relationship. Like I survived unscathed in 2020. Like personally, I got lucky. And I'm a healthcare worker. Now, I could have had it and not known it. So I can't even say I never had it, but I never got sick. But yeah, 2020 has been a bitch. I saw a pretty funny meme where it says Donald Trump is experiencing the full 2020 experience. He got COVID. He's getting kicked out of his house. He's losing his job, and his wife's probably gonna divorce him. Let's see here. Crystal says, hate to be a downer, but can anyone think of even one former mayor of NYC that has a positive image post his term in office?
Rudy
Seems like
Giuliani.
a city no one survives politically. Yeah, Rudy did do well.
I mean,
until the
after
last
he was
2 years.
before he was affiliated with Trump, he actually had a positive image.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, big time because of 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
But I think police brutality has the same type of stigma. If he could squash that shit in New York City, that would be huge. That could be a pilot program for the state and the nation. To say, this is how I cut down everything here. You know, just boom. And I'm going to take this policy and go next stage, you know?
50th.
What's that?
Oh, I just saw a story. Trump and his allies have now lost their 50th post-election lawsuit. I don't even know why they keep trying.
Well, today was the last day to do anything at the congressional level. And then what is it, the 12th? So that's in what, 3 days? 4 days? It's over in 4 days. Like, it's over. On 12/12, they're going to cast their electorate ballots, and it's over. Lottie fucking da. Son Lou, what's up, brother? Oh, dude, yeah, of course. 0 cases? Forget it. That's never going to happen. Not in the United States. That fucking disease will live on in perpetuity here. It's like the cockroach of the viral community. A nuclear war wouldn't kill fucking COVID now. Yeah, man, we do. But like I said, I want to celebrate 2021 this year for the first time, actually celebrate the end of a year. And I hope, knock on wood, 2021 can't be worse. Never say it. But yeah, you figure that 2021, we get a whole year to kind of get this the virus squashed and controlled a little bit. Just with the vaccine, it'll take till next summer to really get the vaccine out to everyone that needs it. And then maybe next year we can get back to doing some travel. I would love to go to New York. Oh, that'd be so sweet. Go to New York and knock on doors for Andrew again. God damn.
Yeah, I'm going to college, well, this year, so I don't know what my plans are going to be.
What you going to school for? You going to Ohio State?
Well, I haven't decided. I'm either meeting between UC, University of Cincinnati, or OSU.
Okay. What's your major you're looking at?
IT.
Oh, yeah. Getting into computers. Yeah. I like that YouTube video about meeting yourself, past self in early 2020. Yeah, man. Go back to last year's New Year. You know, the previous New Year where Andrew was in New Hampshire, I think, and
Yeah.
Ronnie from Read My Lips and Russell and all those guys were up there. I couldn't make it out there, that's for sure.
Oh man, how a year has changed.
I was looking on my phone at my photos. Where'd it go? My Google photos from 1 year ago. Let me pause this. Oops, let me go back. 1 year ago on December 5th, I was in Chicago at a campaign rally with Andrew and a Zach, and I got to meet all the guys in Chicago at a fundraiser and a rally 1 year ago. Fuck. A lot has changed. And I got to meet Andrew. I got to give him my video, my channel a shout out. That was just a year ago. Oh boy. Too much has changed, that's for sure. Let me see, December of 2019. Yes, I know the Chicago fundraiser, and then later in where was it at? That's November 2019. December. Oh yeah, then I flew to LA on the 18th. Let me think. Yep, then I flew to LA on December 18th to the 23rd for the debates. Oh boy. Trev says, wow, I got bested up by my stupid air conditioner. You have an air conditioner on, dude? Where the hell are you at? Shit. I got the furnace on, bro. It's cold here. It's muy frio.
Yeah, I'm still pissed about those debates.
Which ones? All of them?
Man, I feel like Yang being way too nice that was such a detriment to him there.
But it's on brand.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
I don't
on
blame
brand.
him. I don't want to be off character either.
Yeah. I want to look back and go back and watch the debates when MSNBC was the hosts and kind of see. They were told to fucking ignore him on their television station. Were they told to ignore him on the debate stage?
And the questions they asked him were such BS.
Oh yeah. Well, as an Asian American, I'm like, what the fuck? China? Get the hell China?
I think the first question, like the November one, was like, what would you do if 9/11 happened? I'm like, the fuck are you supposed to do?
I don't know. Shit my pants. Call him for mommy. I'm like, what kind of question? It's so silly. Yeah, and based upon that answer, what would you decipher from that? Would that get or lose votes? I don't fucking know. It's like a pageant. That's like a question you ask a beauty pageant person. If 9/11 happened, what would you do? It's fucking dumb. We're trying to decide who the president of the United States is. We're asking about theoretical, rhetorical questions about the past. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back and look it up. But when MSNBC hosted it, 3-hour debate, he got like 10
I think
minutes.
he only got like 5 minutes. And then
The first one only got 5 minutes. Or no, 2. There's a little over 2 minutes the very first debate, I think it was. I'm gonna look that up. I gotta look that back up. I'm sure Zach and Matt has a graphic somewhere they say. But yeah, it was pretty disgusting. I can even go back to my own damn videos. I know I was videoing about it. Being like, what the fuck? Looking up graphics for it and stuff and, visual aids. Might as well have Uncle Roger rate Andrew's egg fried rice. What? Fuck. Yeah, exactly. Another dumb question. Oh, God.
November, 6 minutes and 53 seconds.
Who was the host of that one? Do you know?
It was like, remember that all-female panel?
Was that MSNBC?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It was like Rachel Maddow, Nicole Wallace, those grifters.
Yes. Yes. And everything was about Trump. Every question was about Trump. Good God. Well, yeah, then you have to deduct the opening and closing arguments. Exactly. And remember, they got rid of the opening and closing arguments when Andrew announced that 1K giveaway. They said, no more opening arguments, you assholes. He stole the fucking show that day. $1,000 for 1 year for what was it, 10 families. Go to yang2020.com. Man, they had a surge. Yeah, I think he had 2 minutes just in the opening and closing at 1 minute apiece. So 2 of those 6 minutes was opening and closing. Again, a 3-hour debate. I think it's 2.5 hours, actually. 2.5 hours. It was painful. It was painful and pointless. We had so much hope back then. We were so hopeful. He's rising. He's rising. Then he just kind of stalled. We're like, fuck. Nothing's happening. Oh man. Yeah, 1 year ago. You're on silent. You muted yourself, just so you know. There you go. But yeah, I'm gonna jump off here in a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out. I have to go take a shower at school tomorrow.
All right, man. Stay out of trouble. Gang. Thanks for joining me, man. I appreciate you jumping in here talking to me.
No problem, man. Have a good
All right,
day.
man. Take care, man. Yeah, Crystal. Damn Iowans. Man, I'm telling you what, guys. I went to Iowa several times, man. I drove there 7 fucking times. I had less than 7 people show up to the fucking thing to vote for Andrew in my district. In Clinton, fucking Iowa. Ugh. 7 weekends. I couldn't get 7 fucking people to stand in our corner. God damn, what a slap in the face. Oh boy, that was terrible. Son Lou. But yeah, guys. So I just want to jump on real quick and just talk about Andrew running for mayor of New York City. I think it's a good play, long game. I don't like it, short game personally. But it's not my business. I got to take care of my own, and he's got to take care of his. And I know he wants to, give his kids some stability there in New York and have them go to school. And then I think would that put him in charge of the shutdowns in the city? So I think the mayors can decide for cities and the governors decide for states. It'd be interesting to see how he handled that. But then again, the general's not until November of next year. So, and the primaries in June 22nd. And then November 2nd is the general. We'll see when he announces something. And he says if he announces, he says he's going to do it on CNN, which kind of sucks. Personally, I'd rather see him do it on fucking Yang Speaks. It was not organized well, to be fair. Need to allocate precinct captains first, then the captain works at community. Yeah, for sure. I was a precinct captain. They didn't tell me jack shit. They didn't tell me nothing. It was a rookie campaign. It was hard. It was tough. Yeah. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to work on this idea of if Andrew runs for mayor, what could he implement locally to demonstrate something that he thinks could work on a national level? It's a good little thought project. But yeah, actually, yes, and actually, I got to get a hold of somebody to see what I got to do to run for Congress in Michigan for 2022. I might have to start, maybe after the holidays are over, I might throw my hat in the ring and get started officially, and design a website and the whole fucking 9 yards. Might have to clean up my act. But yeah, I think I should start talking to people. I might reach out to Chokeway. Reminds me of Dewey to Foot marketing I used to do for random companies. Dewey to Foot. I don't know. But if you guys know anything about this stuff, let me know, because I got to figure out what the process is. But luckily, I have the guy that ran in my district, Chokeway. I have his cell phone number, so I might actually text him and ask him for advice and decide if I'm going to run as a Democrat or not, or run as third party. We'll see. I just don't know if I want to run as a Democrat, man. Fuck. I really don't want to be 100% honest with you. Door to foot market, door to door instead of doing door to door marketing. Yeah. Sleep says $600 stimulus checks being proposed. Fuck that. Whoop-de fucking do. These some bitches are so cheap. They will give billions to a company that lays off thousands of people. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Decriminalized prostitution. Never thought of that for New York. Decriminalized prostitution in New York. Taxation, safety, Injection sites. Yeah, man. Community policing. I like that. That's a good point, Crystal. Shit, you should get hired by Andrew Yang. Yeah, that's more like it. They gave people on unemployment $600 a week, but not the rest of us that are still struggling. Or if you just didn't qualify for unemployment, you're a contractor or a gig worker. Like, what do you think? My boy Tom down in Florida, he's a realtor and he drives Uber all fucking night. But when it shuts down, he don't make dick. And he don't get unemployment. He's a gig worker. He's an entrepreneur. He's an independent contractor. Doesn't help everyone. Not equally. Universal. It's for a reason. Everyone. But yeah, guys, let me go ahead and jump off here. I gotta get ready for tomorrow. I got a video coming out tomorrow. What's Crystal? We were getting $750 a week here for unemployed only. God damn. $3,000 a month. Woo. Well, that's pretty sound money. Shit. But that's what it takes. Yeah, look out for my video tomorrow, guys. I did a video over all the 26 states and the one there's 26 states and one what do you call that? One shit. The Virgin Islands. What the hell do you call that? I don't know. Colonized island. But yeah, I got that one coming out talking about the direct democracy. Oy, oy, oy. $550 a week for rent. Holy shit. Ugh. That's a lot of money. I paid $900 a month for rent. That's a third of that. Jesus Christ. But yeah, guys, take care, man. Thanks for hanging out with me and thanks for chatting with me. Keep me entertained. And great comments, man, about everything that's going on, man. This whole thing is, I learned a lot of things. I wrote down some notes for stuff to talk about later, man. It really is fun. And guys, make sure you join the Discord. The Mindful Skeptics got a Discord and Trickle Up's got a Discord. We're going to start doing daily news on the Trickle Up. So if you guys want to know about that, you want to be on the inside on that shit, man, go to the Discord and we'll be sharing behind the scenes kind of stuff. And we're going to start a Patreon. We have a Patreon for the Trickle Up right now and a GoFundMe. So we're going to try and really do daily news to compete with the Hill and the TYT people. So be looking out for that around the holidays, man. We're going to try and be consistently making at least one on like a Monday, Thursday news thing or a Tuesday, Friday. I'm thinking Monday, Thursday. Then we're going to grow it out from there to be daily. So be on the lookout for that stuff, guys. We're doing shit. All right, guys. Yang gang, take care. We're going to bounce out of here. We'll do it again later.